momentarily.
The 30th of July, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
The first machlokes was that Rebbe said, Shiskaimu ashtar b'chosamav. Authenticate the stars on the document, and it's a good star. It's good to go, and it could be used by the Malva. And Shimon Gamliel said, no, just say split it up. Okay, so yeah, so we're in Zion, Daf Zion Amud Aleph. That we're almost at the end of the page. Oh, and the Gemara asked the question. Amar is kaim ashtar b'chosamav. The Gemara asks why should Rebbe say authenticate the signatures, make sure it's a proper star, and then give it to the Malvit, and he'll be able to collect his chov. Really? So the Gemara asks, Gavile Malva Kule. You mean to say that the Malva will be able to collect the whole thing over here, what it says on the star? Why? Doesn't this brisa hold like our first Mishnah, that when you have two people holding on to a talis, you say yachleiku? So over here, when you have two people holding on to the star chov, to this loan document, both the lender and the borrower, so also you should split it down the middle, just like we do in the Mishnah. Okay, so then Rava said in the name of Reb Nachman, we're talking about b'mekuyim divrei hakol yachloku. Oh, no. B'mekuyim. If the star has already been authenticated, so then there would be no machlokes. Divrei hakol, both Rebbe as well as Rabbi Shimon Gamliel would agree that the din would be yachloiku, that you split it down the middle if the star has been authenticated. Kipligi, but what are they arguing about in a case? She'eno mekuyim. It has not been authenticated. So in that case, Rebbe Savar Mod B'Shtar Shekosvu Tzarek L'Kaimo. Oh, so this is what we're up to over here. So let's read this. Let's read this part. Okay. So let's start from Amar Rava Amar Rab Nachman, and this is one, two, three, four, five, 6 lines from the bottom of the page. The end of the line. The first words on the line are Gavile Malva. Okay, Alan, you got the place.
On page 783, I have it. Gemora cites Rebbe's ruling in the middle.
Okay, start from there.
Gemora cites Rabbi's ruling and challenges its implication. Omarav, Master said, Yiska Yam, Tar, were most more. The document should be certified by signatories. But Gavle Malve Kole. Now, does this mean that if the document is certified, the creditor can collect the full amount mentioned in the document? Police lay Nasan Nisim Shanayim Ocha B Nisim Bo. Does Rebbe then not hold the rule expressed in our Mishnah? Is if two persons are holding on to a garment, etc., they divide it. The Mishnah records no debate concerning its ruling. Surely, Rebbe accepts it. Why, in the Bryce's case, then does he assign the entire dispute sum to the creditor? Let the debtor and creditor divide the sum in accordance with the Mishnah's ruling.
Okay, so that's the question the Gemora has on
Right.
Rebbe's ruling in about the loan document. They're both holding on to. Okay, good. So that was the question. Now we got the answer. Amar Rava, Amar Rav Nachman. Okay, so Alan, you want to continue?
Yeah. The bottom of the page of 783, to deflect the challenge, the Gemora retracts its initial interpretation of Rebbe's ruling and suggests another. Omar Rav or Omar Rav Nachman. Rava stated the name of Rav Nachman. Bima Ko Yon Divrei Hakol Yacha Loku. With regard to the certified document, everyone, for example, both Rebbe and Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel, agrees that the litigants divide the document in accordance with the Mishnah's ruling. Ki Lige B'She'a. No, with regard to what then do they disagree? With regard to an uncertified document. Shall I continue?
Yeah.
Gemora explains the dispute. Rabbi Sober, Rabbi holds Modeh Bishatar Sheba So that even if a debtor concedes that he drafted a document, still the creditor must have it certified in order to collect anything with it. And therefore, if the creditor has the document certified and divides it with the debtor in accordance with our Mishnah's ruling, for example, he collects half the sum recorded in the document. Lay low or if he does not have it certified, he does not divide it. For example, he collects nothing. There's one section left on the left-hand side. More examines Rebbe's position. Why more? What is the reason that even if the debtor authenticates the document, still the creditor must have it certified? More explains before or more an uncertified document per se is a mere shard. For example, it cannot be used to collect the debt until its authenticity is established. Ma Kor Mish Lay who then transfers this into a bound document. The debtor will authenticates it, or more degree. But in Rebbe's case, the debtor himself maintains that the debt recorded in the document has been satisfied. Since the debtor denies the document's validity, The creditor cannot collect with it until he has certified it.
Okay. Yeah, let's hold it there. Okay, so that's so far now we have explained Rebbe's ruling in this case, where both the Malv and the Lover are a dukin b'shtar, they're holding on to the star, and Rebbe said he's kayam ashtar b'chosamov. The first thing that's got to happen is that they got the Malva has got to authenticate the signatures and prove that the star is a valid star. So this actually was a question I think that Lou asked, that why does he need to do that? Because the Lova himself has admitted that that he wrote a star and gave it to the Malva. So his admission is that that he borrowed money. So what is the whole point of the star of getting any authentication? The whole point of that is l'chor to prove that he's loaned him the money. But the Lova has already admitted that he loaned him the money because he admitted it. So what do we need? What's Rebbe's whole point all about? Why does he need to authenticate it? So over here, the Gemora is addressing itself to this question. The Gemora is saying that if the star would have been authenticated, then Rebbe would agree that the din would be yachloku, just like Rebbe Shimon Gamliel says, just like it says in the Mishnah. Then he would agree. But the reason why Rebbe says what he says in this case, is because we're talking about a star that has not been mekuyim. It has not been authenticated. The signatures on the star have not been and proven to be valid ones, and therefore the star is right now it's what we call chaspa ba'alma. It's a worthless piece of paper. So Rebbe says that in such a case like that, but the other guy, the Lova, he's admitted. So Rebbe says, nevertheless, even though he's admitted that he wrote the star and gave the Malva the star, so it's an authentic document as far as this Lova is concerned. But listen, he says, nevertheless, you got to be Mekayim. You have to authenticate it. And here is the reasoning. And this is going to answer Lou's question, I believe. Gemora says, if he's going to authenticate the document, so then polig. Oh, now this is interesting. Just notice this. The Gemora seems to be saying that Rebbe doesn't hold that he would be able to collect the whole amount of the document. Imakayim polig. Rebbe is saying that he would only be able to collect half of the amount of the document, and that was the whole Gemora's question to begin with. The Gemora asked on Rebbe, Gabele, Malva, Kule, the Malva is going to collect the whole document according to Rebbe. When Rebbe said in the Mishnah, when Rebbe said in this brisa, she's kaim ashtar b'chosamav. Let the Malva authenticate the document, and we thought that what that meant. We thought it doesn't say it explicitly, but we thought that what that meant was after he authenticates it, he'll be able to collect the whole amount of the document, and therefore the Gemara asked that question. Gabile Malva Kule, the Malva's going to collect the whole thing. What doesn't he agree to the Mishnah and Shnai Moksim B'Talis? We split it down the middle, Yachloko. So now the Gemara is answering, yes, that's what Rebbe says. He never said the questioner the questioner was not right. Rebbe doesn't hold that. Rebbe doesn't hold that he'll collect the whole thing. If he authenticates it, he'll collect half. But listen, if he doesn't authenticate it, if he's not successful to authenticate it, so then lo poli, we're not going to divide it. No, what are we going to do? The Malvit is going to collect nothing. Why? Ask the Gemara. Why should it be that he collects nothing in that case? Because, says the Gemara, that document right now is chaspa ba'almahu. It's literally, it means that it's a worthless piece of pottery. It can't be used for anything. It cannot be used to collect even half. It's worthless. Without authentication, it's worthless. But what's his name? But he authenticated it. The Lova said that he wrote he gave it and he gave it to the guy. He gave it to the Malba. Yeah, but you're relying on your information of what happened from the Loiva to say that he admitted to having written the document and he borrowed the money? Yeah, says the Gemara. Man kamashvile, who's the one who's authenticating the document and saying this is a good document? The Loiva, the lender, the borrower rather. Ha kamar the pare. He said that he paid the whole thing. So if you're going to take his word for it that he gave this document and there was a loan that was made, but then you got he's got what we call a pesha aser. A pesha aser misha, a pesha aser misha. He's the one that authenticated the document, and he's the one that said that he paid he paid everything in whole. So according to that, then the Malva has nothing to collect. Nothing to collect. Okay, so that's what Rebbe holds. Now we have some Rashis over here. After having said all that, we're going to leave it to Lou to continue with the Rashis. The first Rashi over here starts on with Rashi. Let's see, where do we go from? Let's go from the Gemora's question. Gabile Malva Kule. This is towards the end of the narrow lines of Rashi, 4 lines before you get to the wide lines of Rashi.
Okay, I see it.
Rashi's,
I'm trying to find it in the Gemora. I'll be there.
oh, this is the first words of the 6th line from the bottom. Gabile Malva Kule. Six lines up from the bottom.
Okay,
First,
it's on the next page. Let's see. Well, on this page. Okay, I can't find it, but I think what it means is it's asking is the borrower, is the lender gonna collect everything?
Yeah, Rashi's got a one line, I mean not a one line, a one word perush of those words. Bitmia.
That means it's a question. The Gemora is asking incredulously, is it true that the lender's gonna collect everything?
Yeah, the Gemara's
How can it be
saying
true?
this is that's a wonder.
How can it be true when we see that they're both holding it, and we know from our Mishnah that way that they divide.
Yes.
Bimkom. Bimkom would be from the place. Shekasuv bo hanifka hanafek
Henpeck.
henpeck Sheila Kavar the I don't know what bet dalit is.
The Bezdin.
Based in the Ado Adim Khatimas Yadan Vichos Vin Vo Kara Dinan Nafek Mina Akadmina Ve'ash Idu Ploni V'Ploni Al Khatimas Yadehu Ve'ash Renohu Kai Manhu Kidachaze. Okay, this is long. It's written in it. What's Nafak?
Henpeck.
Henpeck. What's henpeck?
Henpeck is the official stamp of the Bezdin. What Rashi is going to say in the end of this Rashi, how would you say it in English? It's like a certification. It's a seal of certification.
Okay.
In other words, when we say a star is makuyam, when we say a star has been it's been makuyam, it's been certified in Bezdin. What does that entail? Rashi tells us this is what it entails. Shekasuv bo henpek. It's written in the star itself, on the four corners of the document. This authorization certificate of certification and now Rashi's going to tell us more about what this certification entails. So he says sheyotza kvar bebezdin, that this star has been presented in Bezdin by the one who wants to use it. Who's that? That's the Malva. It's been presented. It's Yotza Kvar Bebezdin. Ve'idu Edim. And witnesses have given testimony al Chasimas Yadon, as that their signatures are they're the ones that signed this document. So that now means that we've got real live people who have signed on this document. And then when we have that, Rashi says v'kosvin hadayonim bo, and then the Dayanim of the Bezdin duly record in the star itself on the document the following words, and we'll just translate these words: Shtara Danan Nofak Kadmona. This star, this star that you that this star, which has been nafak. It's been gone out literally in the Bezdin. It's been presented in Bezdin for certification. Kadmona, before us, the Bezdin, Vasidu, Ploni Ploni, Al Hasimas Yadayu, and Ploni have given testimony in regard to the authenticity of their signatures on that star, and V'yashirunu v'kaimunu kedechazi, and we have accordingly authorized and validated this here star. That's the words of the henpeck. Okay. Now that makes that star a valid star, and now what? Kuli amal lo pligi de yachloku. Oh, it seems like Rashi's a bit out of order over here, no? Bimikuyim. Oh yeah, no, okay. In other words, in the case of a star which is Mukuyim, no, Rashi's good. Rashi's good. These are the words of Rava. Rava said, Nimrach Nachman, in regard to a star which is Mukuyim, and Rashi just got through explaining us what that means. And the Gemora says, Dibra Kol Yachloku. According to both Rebbe and Rav Shimon Gamliel, the din would be Yachloku. And that's the next Rashi. Kuli amalo pligi de Yachloku. And we call upon Luke to continue the reading.
Everyone agrees they divide. Yehi Amrinon, the Yishkayim, a star, the Chuma Mav, Lo Limgabe, Melo, Kulo, Ta'amar, Ella, Limgabe, Peligi, Lug, Chait, Hain, Shet, Aino, Makom, Rebbe, Savar, Apalpi, Hello, Lay, Kasav, Star, Zeh, Belove, No, Maos, Arif, Hamalve, Chaimo, Becho, Mav, Va'afilu, a star, Biado, Ne'eman, Lomar, Ar atich b'chol zman she'eno mekom me'ein masui le shitara love she'moga lo shekasavu ha amar the pare aval mish ashtar mo chazak al pi adav ein halova nisman vomar par asi hilchach zeh shenehem mochazkim o mikayim le malve be'ados umekoi le star malve ein halove nehaman be'hamir su ella al yedei chazak zeh she'adok bo v'harei hu k'sha'ar Metzia upalig. Wow, that's a long one.
Okay, so yeah,
So this is
should we start it?
And they established the star. I don't know what the Chosmav is.
In the Chasimus, in the signatures.
In the signatures,
Chosim is the signature.
Not according to the Bava letter. Everyone says rather the Megabe Palge that they argue who Palug Tehu.
No. Okay, let's translate this. Let's translate this. The Kiyam Rinandi is Kaima Shtar B'Chosoma. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it properly.
Let's just get this first ket over here. The Kiyam Rinan, when Rebbe said that right, all Rebbe said was Yiskayim Hashtar B'Chosoma. Let the witnesses come and validate their signatures and thereby certify the authenticity of this shtar. That's all Rebbe said. And the Gemora jumped on him and assumed that he meant that then he's gonna, if he does that, he's gonna collect the whole thing. So now the Rashi is explaining, the Gemara is saying, no, that's not what Rebbe meant. The Kiyamrinan, the Iskayim Ashtar B'Chosama, when Rebbe said that they're going to authenticate the shtar and certify it in the Bezdin, Lo Lemigvei Mava Kuloi Kamar. He didn't mean to say that the mob was now going to be able to collect the whole thing. Ella Lemigvei Palge. You only allowed him to collect that point a half of the stated amount in the shtar. after he authenticates that it's a valid star, he'll nevertheless only get half, because look, both of them are holding on to the star. We don't know who it fell from. So in other words, the Rebbe agrees that the din is machloku if you're talking about a star which has been authenticated. The whole machlokes that we see in the brisa between Rebbe and Rishon Gamliel is in a case where the star has not been mekuyim. It has not been authenticated. Okay. And I think that's about it. Wraps it up for today. So we'll continue with this Rashi tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Well, you know what's going on this afternoon? You free?
I have to call you about 3 and let you know what your status is.
You let me know about 3, okay? Thank you.
Okay, all the best, everybody. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye, Phil. Thanks for joining us.
Drive carefully, Phil.
Good
Looks
day.
like he's got a nice view over there.
Yeah. Scenery's flying by.